Okay, hello, this is Sir Riel again. And in this video, I am going to discuss to you the content of the syllabus. But before we proceed, summarization lang tayo nung discussion kanina. So first, again, hindi kasama ang attendance sa grading system. 70% will be the passing percentage equivalent to 3.00. For working students, magpapaalam ahead of time. No deduction sa late submissions ng activities. Pero once na ma-checkan ko na yung isang buong class at naiwan yan kasi late, automatic 0. So learning materials, video discussion, modules, instructions will be uploaded in Google Classroom. And then again, CVSU Gmail account po ang gagamitin. For now, especially sa mga first year, kung wala pa kayong CVSU account, yung personal Gmail muna, i-hold nyo muna yung mga activities. Pero once na meron na kayong CVSU account, ipapass nyo ulit yung mga activities na yun. And then, synchronous classes ay hindi mandatory, hindi siya required, okay? So, synchronous classes natin more on kumustahan lang and some presentations, some instructions, clarifications sa lesson or sa instruction ko. Pero more on asynchronous classes yung gagawin natin for the course. Okay. So now, Republic of the Philippines, Cavite State University, General Trias City Campus or Imus City Campus, Department of Arts and Sciences or Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, course syllabus for first semester, academic year 2021 to 2022 with the course code Gned 1 and the course title Art Appreciation. So for the course description, the Art Appreciation is a 3-unit course that develops students' ability to appreciate, analyze, and critique works of art through interdisciplinary and multimodal approaches. This course equips students with knowledge of the practical, historical, philosophical, and social relevance of the art in order to hone students' ability to articulate their understanding of the arts. The course also develops students' competency in researching and curating art, as well as conceptualizing, mounting, and evaluating art productions. So again, yung course syllabus natin, ito yung guideline ng mga teachers nyo and also sa inyo ng mga students para nakakapag-ready kayo kung ano yung gagawin natin for the upcoming weeks. Okay. So i-upload natin ito sa Google Classroom. Ayan. Proceed tayo with this one. Ganito nyo siya titignan. First, week number. Kung ilang weeks natin siyang gagawin or week natin siyang gagawin. Next, we have the intended learning outcomes or the ILO. So after the completion of the chapter, students will be able to first introduce oneself to the class, list down expectations for the course, and list down expectations to the instructor. Next, we have topic. What will be the topic for this week? And then we have teaching and learning activities, the TLA. Kumbaga, ito yung tinatawag nating instruction. Next, we have mode of delivery. Of course, distance mode since pandemic. Resources needed. Outcomes-based assessment or the OBA, yung output na ginawa mo. Kung yung TLA, yung instruction, yung OBA, yung final output na ginawa mo. And then, we have due date of submission on the output. Okay. So for week number 1, ayan, we are going to have your course orientation. Topic will be introduction of the course, such as the course overview and also the requirements, tulad ng ginagawa natin ngayon. Okay? So for your outcomes-based assessment, ano yung ipapasa niyo sa akin? Ayan, nakalagay naman, one-page reflection paper. So consider na to as your attendance for this week. So, ayun. Due date of submission, 3 days after the meeting. So kung ang schedule natin ay Monday, kailan ang submission? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nyo pa siya ipapasa. Ganun lang siyang kadali. Okay? Again, pwede ang digital na work or traditional yung work natin na pen and paper. So, proceed tayo. Ayan. So, by next week, start na tayo. So, ayan, week 2 to 3. For the ILO, after the completion of the chapter, students will be able to, number 1, explain the importance of art in humanities, memorize different art forms and its principles, and explain the perspectives from different philosophers. Topic will be introduction to arts appreciation, such as humanities and the art. Why do we need to study humanities? Fundamental principles of humanities, nature of art, functions of art, and etc. Dito nyo siya makikita lahat. Okay? So, yung gagawin nyo, TLA, for your TLA, you are going to have this one, appreciation and reflection activity on the following art and the artist. So, yung activity 1, the Scream, and activity 2, the Vitruvian Man. So for your OBA, ano yung ipapasa nyo sa akin? First, reflection paper ng The Scream. Kailan ang deadline? End of week 2. And then, reflection paper ng The Vitruvian Man. Kailan ipapasa? End of week 3. Okay, so proceed tayo with week number 4. So after the completion of the chapter, students will be able to, number 1, collaborate and explain the subject and content of an artwork, present and discuss different art pieces from famous artists around the world. Topic will be visual arts, subject, content, and medium, such as the sources of subject, ways of presenting the subject, the process of art production, the different media of the visual arts. So for your TLA, ayan, magkakaroon tayo ng subject presentation. So instructor will divide the class into groups, then assign them to present ways of presenting the subject, such as abstractionism, symbolism, distortion, mangling, and etc. For your subject presentation, ang gagawin natin dito ay mag-a-assign ako sa inyo ng ways of presenting the subject. Mag-search kayo, magkakanda kayo ng research with regards dun sa artist and dun sa art piece na ginawa niya. And then ipe-present nyo siya. Pero I am planning, since sabi ko nga sa inyo, wala naman tayong ganong synchronous classes, kaya hindi naman siya mandatory. So possible na for the instruction, mag-meet tayo saglit. Pero yung presentation natin is recorded video na lang din. So check na lang for more instruction sa Google Classroom natin. So ano yung kailangan yung output for this? Ayan, yung inyong video recorded na nagpe-present kayo tungkol dun sa ways of presenting the subject. Kailan ipapasa? End of week 4. Next, for week number 5, check nyo na lang yung ILO. Okay? So for the topic, we will going to have art of sculpting, such as the process of creating sculptures, different media of sculpture, elements of sculpting. And then, ang inyong OBA, self-sculpture with reflection paper. Deadline of submission, end of week 5. Para alam niyo na kung ano yung mga activities na gagawin natin for this semester. Next, week number 6. Topic will be art of architecture, such as what is architecture, media of architecture, elements of architectural arts, literature, and combined arts. So for this, magkakaroon kayo ng photography session ng house architecture. Individual activity po ito. So dapat talaga ito ay lalabas kayo. Around the city talaga siya. Pero since pandemic, sa bahay na lang tayo. Pwede po ba yung kinuha sa Google? Again, hindi po pwede. Okay? Ayan. So for your OBA, captured house photo with short description. Deadline of submission, end of week 6. So for week number 7, we will going to talk about music and dance, such as what is music, media in music, some genres of music, dance, types of dance. So for this, ang gagawin nyo ay, for your TLA, individual performance, student can choose between singing or dancing and present it virtually. So your OBA will be individual performance. So since hindi ulit mandatory ang ating synchronous classes, so pwede naman na recorded video ulit. Like, isi-share nyo lang yung inyong screen and then you need to do your performance. Okay? So I know na maraming matutuwa sa inyo because very talented naman talaga yung mga students. Although nakakahiya, am I right? Pero I think kaya naman niya gawa ng paraan, no? Kumbaga gawin natin to as training para para i-improve yung sarili natin. Okay? Lalo na yung self-confidence natin. So, kailan ang deadline? End of week 7. Pero check nyo muna yung instructions ko ha. Huwag nyo muna siyang gawin lahat kasi magbe-base tayo lahat dun sa instruction ko. Binibigyan ko lang kayo ng idea kung ano yung mga gagawin natin. Pero, since may academic freedom naman kami, may possibility na pwede ko siyang ipagawa or hindi. Okay? Next, week number 8. We will going to talk about drama, theater, and motion picture, such as drama and theater, genres of drama, cinema, elements of cinema, and etc. For this, you are going to have a movie review on A Beautiful Mind. I don't know if napanood nyo na siya before, pero yan yung naisip kong movie kasi sobrang ganda nitong movie na to. True to life story. So your OBA will be movie review. Again, wag niyo muna siyang gawin kasi may instruction ako para dito. Kailan ipapasa? End of week 8. And then for week number 9, ayan, check nyo tong week number 9. Pakipaghandaan na rin. So for your midterm exam week, wala tayong written exam. Tayo ay magkakaroon ng short video film. Paki-take note nyo ito. I am planning na isang buong section, tapos gagawin natin siyang contest. Para kung ano yung magiging grade ng isa, ay grade ng buong section. So ito yung paghahandaan din natin. Yung ating midterm exam week. Again, 20% po ng overall grade nyo yung exam. So, pakigandahan yung creation pag-isipang mabuti. So next tayo, week 11 to 12. Kung mapapansin nyo, walang 10. Kasi after ng midterm exam week, may pahinga tayo ng 1 week. Wala kayong gagawin nito. Lahat, even the teachers, wala rin gagawin. Magpapahinga muna lahat kasi, ayun, napakaraming subjects, courses na tinitake, and even the teachers. So pahinga muna ng week 10. For week 11 and 12, we will going to talk about elements and principles of the visual arts, such as the line, kinds of line, color, properties of color, how colors relate, and etc. So for this po, ano yung TLA nyo? Painting of an original art piece, application of colors. Ang magiging subject nyo dito ay nature. And sketching activity, application on proper shading techniques. Subject, a portrait of life. For your OBA again, ano yung ipapasa nyo sa akin? Nature art painting. I know marami sa inyo magagaling dito. But I just want to remind you again, kapag nagpapasa tayo ng mga ganitong artwork, merong small piece of paper na nakalagay yung name nyo, your course and section, and also the student number. Deadline of submission, end of week 11. And sketch art, deadline of submission, end of week 12. So for week 13 and 14, so pag-uusapan naman natin dito, your topic will be art history, such as the beginning of art, Western and Asian art, history of instrumental, Philippine art history, and etc. So for this, ang gagawin nyo, for your TLA, art research and discussion, you are going to search and discuss virtually one art piece from any of periods of or national artists of the Philippines. So check lang natin ano ba yung art piece na ginawa niya, ano bang mystery behind that art piece, tapos ano ba yung background ng artist na yon. Pe-present natin siya virtually. So ayan, your OBA will be group presentation of chosen Philippine art piece. Deadline, end of week 13. Aside from that, you are going to have art piece creation using indigenous materials. So for this po, magpapasa kayo ng original art piece. Deadline of submission, end of week 14. Kung mapapansin nyo, wala tayong masyadong quizzes. More on practical activities. So hopefully, gandahan nyo yung creation ng art piece nyo. Okay, ilalabas natin yung talent nyo. Paano naman sir kung walang talent sa ganyan? Try nyong gumawa at wag kayong magpapagawa sa iba. Okay? Kasi at the end of the day, sila yung natututo, hindi kayo. So next tayo. For week 15 to 17, we will going to talk about art in today's society. Topic will be soul making, art fusion, transcreation, hybrid art forms, appropriation, improvisation in various art forms. Okay, ang gagawin niyo dito ay creative expression of oneself through art activity. So choose one among the art medium. Pwedeng yung photography kung feeling mo doon ka magaling. Pwede rin yung painting if you want, sketching, even the TikTok compilation, yung mga dance cover, so mo song cover ka, and etc. As long as doon mo na i-express yung sarili mo or even writings, yun yung ipapasa natin for the last week natin. So OBA, self-expressionism artwork, deadline of submission, end of week 15. And Ayan, for the first time, no, magkakaroon tayo ng chapter assessment from week 15 to 17. Deadline of submission, end of week 16. So ito yung quiz natin, summative quiz natin. So for your final exam week, ito ay written na, online exam via Google Forms. Pero yung coverage niya lang ay from week 11 to week 17. Paki-check, paki-note nyo na lang ito. Elements and principles of the visual arts, art history, and art in today's society. Yun lang yung ating coverage. Again, for your midterm exam, short video film, by group or by section na lang siguro. Depende sa sa instruction na maibibigay ko. And for your final exam week, online exam, written exam via Google Forms. So requirements, midterm examination, very important. Final examination, individual OBA activity. It should be activity, okay? Next, reflection paper, paper analysis, summative quizzes, o part din ito ng ating OBA. So check lang natin, mag-add pa tayo ng isa. We have, okay. Ayan, group OBA project. So hindi ko siya na-discuss dito. Pero I am planning na magkaroon tayo ng for your project, pagsasamahin ko yung midterm and final project nyo. By group ulit siya or by class na lang siguro, by section. Magkakaroon kayo ng classroom or office design. Pupunta kayo ng school, tapos magde-design tayo sa school. Okay? Magbibigay ako ng assigned area sa inyo. Pero since pandemic ngayon, and I know na some of you ay hindi pwede, so may option naman tayo na iba. Pwede nating pag-isipan yon, pwede nating include yon, at pwede rin tayong mag-art portfolio na lang. Kung talagang mahigpit during that time at hindi talaga pwedeng lumabas, no, kahit dalawa-dalawa lang pumunta ng school, ang gagawin natin for this ay art portfolio na lang. Okay? So depende pa rin sa situation. For the grading system again, so major examinations such as the midterm and final exam, 40%. Other requirements, 60%, a total of 100%. So makikita nyo rin dyan yung standard transmutation table for all courses. And then class policies. So references and supplementary readings. So makikita nyo dito sa ating course syllabus. And also, remind ko rin kayo na especially first year, na some of you kasi ay tumitigil pagkatapos ng midterm exam. Pag ganun po ay babagsak talaga kayo. If hindi ka pa nakakapag-take ng midterm exam, hindi ka nakaabot ng midterm exam week, ang magiging remarks mo dito ay drop. But kapag nakapag-take ka ng midterm exam, nakaabot ka ng midterm exam week, tapos tumigil ka ng banda rito sa week 12 halimbawa, automatic yun, bagsak ka sa subject. So wag tayong titigil once na maka-take na tayo ng midterm exam. Okay? So once again, I am Sir Riel, and hopefully na maging harmonious yung relationship natin with each other for this semester. Magtulungan tayo, no? So wala na akong ibang ipapagawa aside from this. Per week, isang activity lang. Video discussion, provided ko na. Learning materials, lahat provided ko. nasa iyo na yan kung pag-aaralan mo or gusto mo manood ng video or sarili mo lang, self-study, ikaw ang bahala. So, always naman akong open for your questions, for your clarifications. Ayan. And lastly, thank you so much, ayan, sa pakikinig, and nice to meet you all.